theater for the past 3 years. This is actually my first time ever directing a play. However, this play is different from all the other plays previously presented by Howard. This script was actually written by a fellow student of ours, Brooks Nuzum. Thank you, Brooks. Another thanks to Ms. Bednar for giving me the opportunity to be the director of this play, and to my classmates for helping me out and being flexible while trying to put the play together. Without further ado, will you please silence your cell phones, limit your talking, and no flash photography. With that being said, please enjoy the play, and happy birthday, Miss Roski.
Get this over with. I don't know how much longer my operative can run around carrying a box of ginger ale before that bartender catches on.
You miserable drink-stealing coward! Get back here this instant!
Are the shipments ready for tonight? We were told that all in good time, Caroline. Surely you remember what we said earlier about this place. No apology.
It's the gathering place for those heinous folks in the city. Robbers, rum runners, embezzlers. This place is gone wrong.
The perfect operation. The perfect place for operation. Everyone expects the usual sospechosos. So if the police ever trace anything here, who would expect the well-dressed, rich, friendly foreigners that no one ever saw before?
And all we have to do is slip the contraband through here, and it's on its way. The border.
Without anyone being the wiser, impossible. Not so, dear Maria. Introducing our inside man, the one to upkeep this smuggling ring, Pierre Richard.
Mr. Arnold, sir, I believe you pronounced my name dramatically. Did you need me?
Where did you get that ridiculous outfit? You're supposed to be hired as a story manager, not the owner of the place or a corrupt police chief.
My, apologies, sir?
I don't want your apologies. I want you to change into that three-piece suit and get into something more appropriate.
Oh. Should I go steal different clothes from the shop then?
Steal? Clothes? Shop? What did you say?
I didn't know what to wear, so I just went to a clothes store and took the best items.
You don't call Fedoras. The police will be here at any moment. Just because we're criminals doesn't mean we just steal. We commit large-scale operations of great importance around the world, not petty crimes using clothing. Our entire plan could be compromised thanks to you.
Bloody fool. What now?
From now on, we don't trust our important positions to people like him.
That's that.
Excuse me, sir. I don't mean to intrude, but we have reports of a young man coming into this establishment after robbing a clothing store.
Then I'm certain that this is the man right here. I found him going through our supply of ginger ale, the fiend.
Well, this is the guy. I have to take him down to the station.
Anything I can get you for your troubles, officer?
A lemonade would be wonderful. It's nice to know that there's people who still appreciate what we do for them in this time. Well, just last week. Well, go see Brown. Thanks for your help, Jonathan. See you around.
Maybe we should leave before the crowd decides if we want to come in and protest here.
Oh no, miss. They shouldn't be here tonight. Now, if you were to come in tomorrow, this place would be full of people. But business is never good on a Thursday night.
Well, that's how we like it, right?
What do you mean? I thought that you loved poker on a Friday night with the boys. In fact, I told them just the other day that you'd be in here tomorrow.
Oh, why, yes, of course we'll be here.
Good. You know how those card sharks can be when they can't play with everyone.
Who's the doom cop now?
Stupid.
We'll be fine. I read somewhere that smuggling operations do best in crowded environments.
Oh, and by the way, Pointat should be in here tomorrow. You know, that gumshoe detective you read about in the newspapers solves all those smuggling operations and such. Why on earth he would want to come here is beyond me. Don't know, Mr. Pointat. My clients have no interest in reading whatsoever. To tell the truth, they would rather be outside protesting prohibition than in here listening to you talk about your accomplishments.
That's absurd. My adventures in cases are stuff of the legend. Everyone wants to do them.
To tell the truth, I serve a colorful clientele, if you know what I mean. They would be less than thrilled to know that a detective would be here.
Listen, Jonathan, can you keep a secret?
Why, of course.
I never asked him about President Wilson's twin brother. Twin brother? What twin brother?
See what I mean?
Yeah, sure. Anyway, what I wanted to tell you is I'm not here for mere book hunting. My secretary will take care of that. I'm here to crack a smuggling ring that has baffled authorities for years.
And you think that someone that frequents Cafe Marionacain is a part of it?
Think? I do not think. That's going to be the quiet, Jane. I do not think so because I know so. And you are going to help me find the perpetrator. Perpetrator. That's right. I knew that word.
Right. So, what do you want me to do about it?
My secretary will handle the details. Meanwhile, I will look for clues. Jonathan, dear boy, so good to meet you. I'm Jane Marbles, that's your secretary.
And what a pleasure it is to meet you as well, ma'am.
Good. Now, I'm supposed to tell you everything to do with things. This smuggling ring has everyone confused. We're running buckets to Nazis, alcohol to Russians, and goodness knows what to Australians. Pink shows Iceland. Anyway, my sources tell me that someone is using Cafe Marionacain as a front for the contraband floating point.
You mean Pointat sources?
That's what he calls them. He's the cover boy, and I do the real work. Of course, he doesn't know that, the dear thing. That sea scupper has a clue that I left something with all his faces. And I don't get anything for it, but I don't mind. I never like publicity anyway.
Too bad for you. She'll be here in a moment.
That Richard is quite the devil, isn't he? Handsome as can be.
Are you kidding? He could have wrecked our entire operation. He's an utter buffoon. He ran a stop sign yesterday. But he is the most handsome thing that I ever saw.
The bee's knees indeed.
You should get Richard to let him keep him around.
Run! Save yourselves! Ah!
What is it? What's the bid? It's Friday night. So, someone important is in town. Wrong detective. Curse him for coming here.
So, someone is going to come to report on someone important, right?
Julian?
purely disrespectful.
Who is this peacock?
She's a reporter for the local news. Nosy as loves to be nasty towards everybody. Am I forgetting anything?
She won the 1915 regional trivia and badminton contest.
Whatever she won, it doesn't matter. That Julian is a frightening woman.
Are you kidding? Of course she is. We've been running all around town to avoid her. Once she finds something interesting, that woman does not let go.
Why on earth would you need to avoid her? Aside from the obvious. No reason.
Get out from there, all of you. We have a very big evening and I'll welcome you all. But first, everyone get out of your hiding places right now, front and center. I need a top story by the end of the night, and you people are giving me the information I need, like it or not. And Jonathan, keep your customers here for a moment. Everyone else, too.
Vicious, isn't she?
Terrible woman. Simply terrible.
Perhaps we should do something about it. Like what? I don't know. Get her fired. Request a transfer.
Pass a law.
Sign a petition.
Organize a protest.
Board of the gate. Lock her out.
Split hairs.
Make mountains out of molehills.
Tie the knot. Board the ship.
Throw a party.
Walk the plank. Yeah. I don't know. Good ideas though.
Well, this is good. We might even make first page news with this cover. I can see it now. Famous detective comes to Dingy Cafe for book signing.
I don't want to say anything that may be rude out loud, but could you leave? I'm sure that things would immediately lighten up as soon as you left. Maybe we could get back to a busy Friday night?
Are you saying you don't want me here?
Yes.
What happened? Am I still alive?
Yes, you're alive. But I can't say that about her.
Nobody move anywhere. The reporter is dead. Now, you all know that we are the only ones in the cafe. No one has come in and no one has left. Do you know what that means? What does that mean?
One of us is the murderer.
One of us is the murderer. Now, because I am a world-famous detective, I'm declaring myself in charge of the situation. And because I am a detective and I know all of the facts, I must inform you guys. A notorious smuggling ring has taken operation in this very cafe. It is my surmising that they are behind this horrendous crime. As of right now, you are all suspects.
What now?
What now? What do you mean, what now? Aren't you the one who's supposed to be helping me? Come on, we shall organize a questioning of everyone.
Including you.
Me? What do you mean, me? Don't you read Agatha Christie or watch overrated mystery plays? The detective is never questioned or suspected.
But you said it yourself. We're all suspects.
To exclude yourself would naturally garner suspicion.
Don't act like you know more about this than I do. Leave this to the professionals.
Gentlemen, have you no decency? Someone has just died and all you can do is argue over who should be in charge.
Would you mind coming over here for a moment, dear? Look at her head. She could have been hit by a blunt object.
And that stain on her arm. Gunshot perhaps?
And look there, at her side. Is that a stab wound?
Do you see that by her ankle? Could that be a bite of some sort?
Got it. Someone ate her.
No, you idiot! An animal bit her, and by the looks of it, I would say it was
I got it, everybody. Don't worry.
Incredible job, officer. I don't know how anyone could catch up to a black mamba, let alone kill it. Are you injured?
Quite all right, madam. But how did you know what kind of snake it was?
You can tell by the head shape, as well as the occipital markings.
One expert on snakes.
Obviously, you never met Mr. Marbles.
How dare you! Aside from what type of snake it was, did it kill the poor lady? Could all of this have been an accident?
The logic suggests no. The black mamba is not commonly found in these parts. In fact, it's not found here at all. And remember, the lights went off and there was a gunshot, and a snake can operate a light switch or a gun.
So, someone else is a part of this?
Correct, young man. We have now deduced the possibility of a second killer.
Reporters, smuggling, snakes, murder. I hope there isn't going to be a test.
Do any of you guys know anything about this? No. No? Well then, if none of us are responsible, I have a plan. Find out who's behind this delightful, tragic incident, and nudge that dim-witted detective into thinking that they might be the smugglers.
Good idea. There's not a brain amongst them, even with our men included.
Except for that Marbles lady, she is very clever.
We'll keep an eye on her. With any luck, we may all get out of this with our contraband.
Jonathan, speak please.
And where were you on the night of the murder of Miss Julianne?
In the cafe.
Can anyone attack your story?
Attest, not attack. Yeah. That friendly, well-dressed, rich foreigner fellow. What was his name? Arnold. Yeah. You and Arnold were arguing, so I took you into the back room.
Aren't you too ashamed of yourselves? I would think that you would have more respect for the deceased.
Did anything happen after you killed them all?
Yes, actually, Mr. Arnold said...
This may be a weird time, but do you have anywhere to store a suspiciously weapon-shaped bag?
Yeah, I have this crate right here. Perfect for storing items of questionable legality.
Thanks.
Thank you, Jonathan. You may go.
Do we need to question that Arnold fellow? I can bring him in if need.
No, I don't think that'll be necessary. We'll just solve the same thing. Bring in the next witness.
Hello, everybody.
All right, miss. State your name.
Renee.
And why were you in the cafe tonight?
Oh, well, my friends and I wanted to do business over there.
Business? What kind of business?
Oh, well, we run a laundry group.
And where were you right after the murder took place?
Well, we had just dragged the leak into the park.
Well, what do we do with her now?
I know. I took a class of handling dead bodies.
Where on earth did you do that?
The Twilight Zone.
Cool. Who do you guys think Julian?
Beat me.
What are you rather obviously holding behind your back?
Just a fireplace poker. Why?
Oh, well, that's all it is then. Never mind.
Now, what are you obviously holding behind your back?
What were you holding behind your back?
It was a little serpentarium.
Bless you.
I beg your pardon?
You sneeze.
No, I said snake serpentarium. It's a snake habitat.
Oh, well, that's not suspicious at all.
Here, put in this crate I found.
Someone might ask questions, but you know what they say. Honor among bros.
Thank you, Renee. You may go.
Do we do any more questioning?
No, I think from what they told us, we can find out what nearly everyone has done tonight.
Yes, exactly as I thought.
Pop quiz, Mr. Policeman. What was mentioned in both testimonies?
Some crates, but what does that have to do with anything?
Suspicious items were placed in those crates. We need to find them as evidence of the crime.
Well, how can we find it? There's so many crates here.
You know what that means? Action scene!
Thessius Pointat. I'll have to throw some of those big words in there. Everyone knows that complicated things are popular.
I just don't know if I can grant your request, Mr. Richard. I mean, the crime scene is hardly the proper place to conduct a job interview. Don't you think? And who could think of business at a time like this?
10:45?
No! Someone has just died. We are all suspects in the case. The murderer is still lurking around the cafe. Who knows who could be next?
You don't know that the killer is still here. Couldn't they have escaped?
Because the doors are locked, you idiot. Oh, I mean, really, if it weren't for the whole murder aspect of this whole fiasco, I would be jumping for joy because Julian had gone.
You didn't like her very much, did you?
Who did? Reporters are nasty to begin with, and Julene was the worst. Out of curiosity, why do you ask?
No reason. Now that I think about it, maybe I shouldn't try to be hired as a worker here. I mean, the boss said that the operation is nearly over.
What was that?
Nothing. Hey, do you think we should call the police?
I would have the policeman get reinforcements, but I don't have a phone.
So, run down to the police station. No, wait. Let me go.
You don't say.
We can't leave. There's no escape. Call the police. Call the president.
Order!
Call Speaker of the House. Wait, don't call Speaker.
Quiet! There is no reason to panic. Thank you.
This idea that we were locked in Cafe Marionacain is a perfect way to start my announcement. That's what they call a segue.
Ooh, segue. Very fancy word.
I have taken note of everything that has happened tonight. I have reviewed my evidence and made my deductions.
Deductions. Another good one, right?
I now know exactly what happened to Julie and Julian, and the proof is irrefutable.
Irrefutable. Nice one, James.
You see, there are many motives at play here tonight. A notorious smuggling ring had taken operation in the cafe. That's what Thessius and I had come to investigate. Unfortunately, Julian came here for the book signing, which is canceled, by the way. The members of said smuggling ring knew that if a detective and a reporter were in the same place that the crime was happening, their entire network would be compromised.
All very well and good, but get to the point. Who is the murderer?
I'm glad you asked. The murderers are...
I've got it! Thessius Pointat in the irrefutable segue deduction. Does it need a little work, or do I finally have Conan Doyle beat as a mystery writer?
Anyway, back to what I was saying. There are many motives and clashing forces that led to Julian's murder. For example, more than one person tried to kill. We know this because there are multiple wounds on Julian's body. Blunt wounds, stab wounds, gunshots, snake bite, the list goes on and on. But only one person tried to kill her. One member of the smuggling ring intended to take out Pointat. Another member intended to double-cross a fellow smuggler. And finally, some righteous someone tried to disable the leader of the crime ring.
So, Julianne wasn't targeted. She was in the wrong place at the wrong time, and somehow all the various murder attempts hit her? Is that what you're saying?
Yes, but make no mistake, murder is still a crime, even if you hit the wrong person. And the murderers are... well, just being dramatic. You, and you.
I did not expect that.
Totally unexpected.
This is ridiculous. What proof do you have?
It was really pretty simple. Let me show you. When we questioned Jonathan and Renee, they both mentioned unusual items being placed in crates. Then, when we were running around the cafe trying to find them, a sword was placed in the boxes. It was that card shark trying to hide the weapon he stabbed Julian with.
How dare you?
Arnold tried to get rid of his murder weapon earlier when he went to the storage room with Jonathan and Pointat. He placed the pistol in the grapes.
That's true. I mean, no, that's a lie, that's a lie.
Renee had a small box with her where she kept her pet black mamba until she released it to buy Julian. Once Julian was dead, it was easy for her to place her snake's habitat in the grapes.
But poor Renee.
And then Elizabeth, who bludgeoned Julian with her poker and then hid it within the grapes.
I'll hit you with my poker schlongen.
And now, you murderers will find that you're going to be locked up for a very long time.
We'll see about that.
You aren't getting away that easily.
I know, but you think it, though.
I was thinking, Jonathan, if you hadn't left the door, if you hadn't locked the door and kept it secret, those murderers would have escaped. Well done, my boy. Well done.
It was nothing. I just panicked. So, what's going to happen to them?
We have a man on that. They'll be taken up very soon.
So it was Arnold, Elizabeth, and Renee. I never trusted them in the first place.
But we still got away with it. No one even suspected us. Once we leave the country, they'll never know.
Prepare to live comfortably for the rest of your lives. The Australians pay well for those toads.
And all I can say is, you're under arrest.
What's the... Wait a minute. You're one of them, aren't you?
Did you really think I was that stupid?
Actually,
Yeah.
Very funny. Of course, it was all an act. Agent Richard King of the agency concerning embezzlement or freighting contraband lawlessly under belligerent officers.
ACEOSCLUBS. Should have known these folks was behind this.
Miss Marbles and I are side spies for the agency. She tipped me off and I joined her little smuggling operation as a henchman. All I had to do from there was work my way to this little, happy ending.
We don't call this a happy ending.
Well, that just goes to show you, you can't please everyone, can you? Move it.
Is that the time? Mr. Ocho's gonna kill me.